There are a ton of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure games, and I'm going to take a look at every single one of them.
頼りにしているぞ。エネルギーがまだ足りん。
Oh, you're questioning my anime gaming skills. How cute. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the Super Famicom, and it's a point-and-click action-adventure third-person RPG game that consists of two major forms of gameplay, the battles and the side-scrolling point-and-click sessions. Starting with the latter, this is nice. Essentially, you're just walking around doing everyday typical stuff with JoJo pointing at stuff, and my goodness, you can point at a lot of stuff. You can point at fridges, you can point at people, and you can point at your nose. Yep, JoJo did his business. A peepee, a teensy little tinkle. What's wrong with you? Yeah, believe it or not, heroes have restroom needs as well. What, did you think Mario traversed through 8 worlds without pooping? Fun fact though, there's a reason why games don't show that. Because it's freaking weird. You're freaking weird. Don't look at me like that. And it's not the only weird thing about this game, but the overall cutscenes and the story of this game is just weird as well. But in a strangely good way. I mean, picture this. You're Jotaro walking the screw, having girls argue over you like usual, when all of a sudden, boom, evil baddies rage and jealousy over you, and you were about to do. How do you think these girls respond? 1, they run away, 2, they help you fight, or 3, they scream to the void. What do you think, Timmy? Well, that just happened. That was the thing. Why can I avoid life's problems by screaming into the void? I don't have to do dishes. I don't have to do schoolwork. Heck, I don't have to file divorce papers. Oh, don't you remind me. Speaking of girls, oh no, Miss Holly, yes, Holly with 2 L's, is in danger. She's cursed. She's slowly becoming a vegan. And if we don't stop Dio, who keeps mind-controlling people with a stand to attack us, the world would end due to veganism thriving. Chicken. Bacon is overrated anyway. Okay, that didn't work, but the battles do. Which, speaking of the battles, they are so fun and unique. You got your basic RPG stuff, like attacking, using items, and waiting. But this game also has a talk function in which, no joke, you could potentially damage the opposing fighter by saying cheesy stuff.
The worldの絶好の試し相手だな。
Your mom is weird. Another thing in these battles as well is your stress meter, which plays a huge role in how much damage you take. The more stress you feel, the more likely you get damage from insults. That's really cool and something I have not seen in any other game. Another thing I personally really like about the battling system is checking, which while it skips your turn, allows you to potentially get an idea on how to beat the enemy. Ladies and gentlemen, witness the genius of the idea of punching in this game. What? What do you mean you couldn't think of anything? It's a frickin' winged monster with a expandable elephant trunk with teeth. I don't know, chop off its wings or something. Get the frick out of here, Swirly Whirly. Is that your hero or mother frickin' Cheeto Puff? You see this? You see this? Yes, this is you. You wanna know what I'm gonna do with you? Speaking of appearances, one last thing. This game looks amazing. I mean, look at this. Ooh, look at that. Look at this spinning animation. Wow, everyone do it. Everyone, that's right. You do it, you do it. Wait, what? Enhance. I said enhance. Motherfucking enhance more. Whoa, that was intense. Wanna know what else is intense? A JoJo fighting game. This is JoJo's Venture and a sequel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Heritage for the Future, which are 2 arcade games with pretty minor differences for the most part. However, there are Dreamcast and PS1 ports as well, in which I took a look at the PS1 version due to what the game describes as the exclusive Super Story Mode. And by Super Story Mode, I mean it just pretty much follows the Stardust Crusaders arc, but still, I mean look at these intense cutscenes. Boom, he destroyed a jail cell. Oh no, JoJo's been turned into a kid? Oh no, what? Water is evil. You want to know what else that makes me water? The fighting. This is actually a fun fighting game and totally has that JoJo charm we all know and love. The core mechanic is that you pretty much have two different movesets. One with your stand and one without the stand, with each individually having strengths and weaknesses. But when combined together as shown here, dang does it look awesome. Plus, something that amuses me about the fact that Bodhi just menacingly walks up and slaps people. Slap, 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 punch. Wait, what? And there's not just fighting, but other gameplay aspects as well, like, ooh, taking pictures, ooh, shooting minigame inside JoJo's body, shooting apes and girls, and interactive cutscenes. Oh no, a car is coming after you. Boop, I saved the day. This game is hard, really hard, which makes sense considering this era was originally an arcade game. It's almost like they wanted little Jim over there to pay more quarters. But still, my goodness did this game kick my butt over and over and over again. I died. Did I just murder someone? Yeah, that was me. I'm a monster. Wanna know what else is scary? This is a sweet innocent logo, right? Okay. Now how do you feel about it? It's the work of motherfucking Satan. This is GioGio's Bizarre Adventure on the PlayStation 2. And my goodness, if you think I'm unnecessarily overdramatic, this game takes it to a whole nother level. What? Impossible!
人が本当のことを言ってるかどうかを汗とかで見分けるんだ。
Okay, I mean it's intense, but nothing eye-catching about it.
ところで、その手の中のものは何だい？
Holy frick, it's an eye! Didn't see that one coming.
ルカの右目だぜ。汗をかいて。どうせ意識がねえんだから持ってきたのだ。
I'm uncomfortable, my day is room, I'm disturbed. I have to fight him? I don't want to fight him. I give up. Let's talk about the fighting. It's weird, very weird. It's essentially a 3D action game with a key emphasis on fighting, in which you run around in a 3D environment punching the absolute heck out of people. This is fun, this is satisfying, this makes me really happy, especially since this game gets really creative with its battles, especially the story mode. The battles in the story mode always have such a creative twist, whether it be the unique characters you need to battle to fight people on top of a moving car, to having to jump from buildings to buildings, to fighting in reverse due to being sucked in a mirror, as well as being a dentist. While the fighting is fun and all, the cheesy cutscenes are just what makes this game so hilarious. This game follows the 5th arc, the Golden Wind arc in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which makes sense. I mean, we got battles with various enemies from the manga to banana guns to...
そう私をがっかりさせるな。
This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Pain and Blood on the PlayStation 2. I'm sure this game won't be as weird as the last game, right? Right? Oh, that was completely normal. This game follows the Phantom Blood arc, the first arc in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and my goodness does it let you know that, as this game is pretty much 75% cutscenes and 25% gameplay. Let's talk about it. After that weird cult thingy, we come across this gopher chick motherfucker harassing this little girl's anime figurine. Oh no, we must put a stop to this. It's time for a motherfucking Oh boy, oh my goodness, I am at a loss of words of how annoyingly stupid and dull this game is. This is perhaps one of the worst anime games I have ever played. I mean, look at these people cheering. Look at them. What are they doing? Cheering? Playing Refit? worshipping the sun. And it's not just the awful models, but my goodness is this gameplay a clunky mess. It's just a clunky mess. It's a 3D brawler, well, if you can even call it that. I call it an endurance test. Wanna know why? Because this game takes forever to defeat someone, and it doesn't help that they can heal. Yes, the enemies heal in this game. And the taunts. My goodness, the taunts. Look at these taunts. Look at it. I've had to deal with this for 3 hours. 3 motherfucking hours! But you know what? I fought through it. Especially since, hey, it doesn't follow the story 100%. As you could win fights that the main character, Joseph Joestar, loses in this game to get a different cutscene. And 2, my goodness, the cutscenes in this game are so bad it's good. As long as I have my pet frog with me, I can endure any cutscene.
Yamero!
This game has some great ideas, like posing to increase stamina, the overdrive mode with flashy quickscene cutscene events, and much more. And it's such a shame this game was so poorly executed. Now how am I supposed to convince people the first arc of JoJo is underrated? Tumblr? That was... well, I need some time to relax.
頼りにしているぞ。最後の時間停止だ!
Not the boom boom stick! This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle on the PlayStation 3, and it's drumroll please. A fighting game! Wow, who could have seen that one coming? Oh my goodness, this opening, no, the entire game looks amazing. From the US and UI, the menu screens, the opening cutscenes, the looks, and much more. I mean, instead of giving us a normal yes or no session, they gave us this. That's freaking awesome. But that's not my personal favorite part. My personal favorite part is the fighting in this game. Most fighting games tend to limit their creativity due to concerns regarding balance, but nope, not this game. This game throws balance out the window. And that's a good and bad thing. The good thing is that this game is definitely much more creative than your typical fighting game. With the bad thing being, well, this game is definitely unbalanced. For example, there's a freaking move that allows you to stop time, then rewind it again to regain some damage. That totally isn't exploitable. Timmy does it all the time and it freaking annoys me. Wow, it's really unbalanced. From a casual standpoint, it's just fun, especially when combined with the opening cinematics and ultra moves, which dang, I don't even have anything witty or funny to say about them. They are just amazing and faithful to the source material. Look at this, look at that, look at... wait, why is he taking away my friction? What the hell is friction? There are 2 personal things I don't like about this game though, and one is the fact that I wish there were cutscenes as opposed to 30 seconds of plain text to tell the story. JoJo is a complex story, so having to explain it with only a couple paragraphs is a little disappointing. Another thing I wish this game had was an original story, which in all fairness we have not seen from any other game so far. But still, wee. But other than that, from a casual perspective, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle is just a downright fun game to play. Whoa, what was that?
思うに自動車という機械は便利なものだが
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. Yeah. Wait, what? We don't have much time until he gets back. What do we do? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven. There's a universal interference going on in the world of JoJo, causing us to have to gather these 9 Holy Coast parts in order to stop these strange things in the world of JoJo. So, what are these strange things, you might ask? An evil boss? Time warp malfunctions? People who hate peanut butter and banana sandwiches? Nope, it's people who have been possessed by the Chosen One? Anyway, JoJo pretty much goes across the storyline of JoJo arcs, finding people that have been corrupted by the timeline. Like this guy over here, then beat the frick out of him, shine a holy corpse on them, collect another holy corpse,
し
And rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, you get it. While the majority of it is a 3D animated cutscene using the game engine, you get to fight in the battles in a 2v2 format, which, speaking of that, I gotta say, the battling in this game is pretty fun, albeit a bit basic. I mean, you got your basic combos, special moves, and unblockable takedowns. And it's not just the battles you get to play in this game, but also, oh no, poker! Well, frick, I don't know how to play poker. Timmy? Anyway, after gathering all the Holy Course pieces together and gathering all the JoJo main protagonists together, we finally gathered together for one last battle against the Chosen One himself, which is Heaven's Sense of Dio, a version of Gio in an alternate universe where Dio won and obtained godlike powers. I'm sorry, okay, look at his face. Look at this. Did he tattoo his name on his face? Ooh, look at me. I'm Dio. Ooh.
間髪入れず最後の攻撃だ
Anyway, Dio pretty much destroys the frick out of everyone and steals all the Holy Course pieces with the exception of Joe Charles, which is the Joestar's last hope to defeat Dio once and for all, which is why this game makes us... Oh no, poker again! No, I had it with poker. Screw you and a stupid card game. Okay, it wasn't that bad, and the majority of this game is pretty much battling, and while it does get a bit repetitive, you are constantly playing as new characters and experiencing new stages, all of which are pretty unique and fun to play on, and uses a great combination of hazards and platforms as well to keep the battles interesting. And it all ties down perfectly with the story, which is actually written by the author of the series himself, making this actually canon. Speaking of stories, I'm sure you're wondering how the story ends like. Well, I'll tell you, it's... Just kidding, I'm not mean enough to do that for you. That was awesome. Well, I finished all the JoJo games. Let's freaking go! What? Oh, a JoJo arcade battle royale game. Yep, this is a thing. It exists, and it's pretty much like every battle royale with the exception of one thing. You can level up your character in the middle of the match by collecting poker chips from fallen enemies, which is a surprisingly balanced mechanic I wish were in more games.
エネルギーがまだ足りんほう向かってくるのか
I know how to put a stop to Dio and stop you from constantly coming back. My goodness, you come back way too much. Oh, well, I'll tell you. It's...